Hey everyone, Wags here from Eagle Dynamics, and welcome to episode 10 of our DCS A-18C Hornet academic series. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the Hornet's air-to-air gun, the M61A2 20mm gun. This weapon is simple, yet a whole lot of fun to use. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm here in the cockpit now, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and select the air-to-air gun by going aft on the weapon select switch. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it now so we take a look at the HUD as well as the left DDI in detail. But note that when you go to any air-to-air weapon, it will automatically place you in the air-to-air master mode. Also note that I have the master arm switch set to arm. As displayed here on the air-to-air gun SMS page, we have 578 rounds. We have two different types of rounds we can select from in the mission editor, the M50 and the PGUs. And the gun has two different rates of fire, high at 6,000 rounds per minute and low at 4,000 rounds per minute. And along the right side, we have the ability to manually set the wingspan for the funnel. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But speaking of the funnel, this is the funnel HUD. And there's two different gun modes in the Hornet. There's the funnel when you don't have a radar lock, and then there's the radar directed sight when you do have a lock. And the funnel concept, it's pretty simple to understand, but a little difficult to master. Essentially what you want to do is you're going to fly your aircraft to place the wingtips of the target aircraft just inside the edges of the funnel wall. And assuming you have your wingspan set up correctly, you open fire, and that should be a dead bandit. Now other elements of this HUD include, again, gun, number of rounds remaining, standard information like airspeed and altitude, and a gun cross at the top. But then you notice this big dashed circle here on the HUD, and that's your gun auto acquisition reticle. And simply put, you have a target within 5 miles, you place him in the reticle, and it will auto lock him based on range. And once that happens, the system will go from the funnel HUD to the radar directed HUD. Okay, so let's unpause, take a look at some of this in action. Now we turn a little bit here. We see now we have two dots inside the funnel, and those are your 1,000 and 2,000 foot range cues. And also note I can go now to my USC, select wingspan, punch in say 30 feet, enter, and now the wingspan for the funnel is set to 30 feet. At the beginning of this lesson, we also noted that when you first come into the gun mode, it automatically places you in the gun auto acquisition mode. But you can also go sensor hat forward to go to bore sight mode. You can go aft for vertical AC mode, or you can go to the left for the wide AC. But for bore sight, I usually prefer to go to the vertical AC. So let's go ahead and place a target between those two bars. And let's pause it for a second now. So now we have some information up here on the HUD. We see that we have arranged the target at 3,000 feet. Its V sub C, or closure rate, is 110. We have a TD box, or target designator box, superimposed over the target we have locked on radar. And this is our radar directed aiming reticle. And the bar on the outside is the maximum range of the gun, and the bar inscribed is the range to the target. And in the center we have an aiming pipper. Now the small dot here with the two large lines, and the one out here, that's your foresight cue, and that stands for a fluid omni range rate sight. And this provides you the maneuver potential of the target aircraft between 1 and 9 Gs. So we're going to go ahead and pause now, and I'm going to do my best to place the pipper over the target and shoot him down. And it's as simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed this look at using the air-to-air gun in both the funnel mode and the radar directed mode. And I will see you next time. Thanks.